10 reasons why the no contact rule works on anyone. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why the no contact rule works on anyone, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it right so that you get your ex back and your relationship is better and stronger than ever. It's Sabrina, your personal love advisor from the channel where we show you how love actually works, a new mode. So in addition to being a relationship expert for the last 10 years, I actually married my ex-boyfriend. So this is definitely an area of expertise for me. I'm gonna break down the psychology behind why the no contact rule works on anyone, and I'm gonna share exactly how to use it to make your ex desperately want you back. I'll also show you how to use this as a chance to work on yourself so that your relationship is better and stronger than ever, and that all the problems you had previously that caused you to break up will be non-issues now. So if you're ready to learn my proven method for how to use the no contact rule and to discover why it works on pretty much anyone, type "I'm ready" right now in the comment section while the intro plays. I get asked about this topic all the time, so I'm super excited to be doing this video. But before I dive in, I have a small favor to ask. If you like this video, if you like this topic, if you like any of my videos, if you like my sweater, if you like me as a person, please give me a like, subscribe to this channel, ring the bell to turn on notifications, share this with your friends, and please just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what other videos you want me to make. So let's dive into it. First, let's talk about the no contact rule. No contact rule is exactly as the description implies. It means that after a breakup, you go through a period of no contact with your ex. That means no phone calls, no texts, no Snapchats, no tweets, no TikToks, no pings, no messages, no contact of any kind. And as an addendum to this, I always say also don't stalk him because, that definitely just doesn't help you in any way. So just no contact for a period of at least 3 weeks. Does the no contact rule work? Yes, it does. Does it work every single time? I can't give you that guarantee. And you wanna know something? That's actually a good thing because some exes aren't worth revisiting. And a lot of the time, it can give you the clarity to know that this relationship wasn't right and this wasn't the right guy for you, and that's a good thing. But if you have any chances of getting your ex back, this is the way to do it. Before we dive in and before I give you the 10 reasons why the no contact rule works, I just wanna make you aware of something. First and foremost, the no contact rule is for you. Yes, it is a way to get him back, and I know that that's what you want and that's your goal here, but you can't go into it with that mindset. You have to take the perspective that this is for me. This is a chance for me to get back to myself, to focus on myself, to feel good about myself outside of a relationship. You just spend this time obsessing over him, then you're no better off than you were before, and this isn't gonna help you. It's not gonna get you where you wanna go, and you're actually gonna be worse off. So remember, above all, it's about you. Okay, so now let's get into it with 10 reasons why the no contact rule always works. Number 1, gives you the space to detox. Love really is a drug, and when it ends, you need to detox, just like any junkie would. You can't fully detox and clear out all the, yuckiness, for lack of a better word, that built up while you were breaking up, because breakups are devastating. They don't just happen one day. It usually builds up over time, and chances are after a relationship ends, you just aren't in the best place. So you need space to get back to that place, and it's just not gonna happen if your ex is coming in and out of your life on loop. He's just gonna keep interrupting that process. Also, I wanna mention, it doesn't mean that he's trying to mess with your head intentionally. He's probably also hurting. That's why he's reaching out to you, but that's just very, very confusing, and you don't need to be any more confused right now. So that's why the no contact rule gives you a chance to just step away, clear your head, clear your mind, start anew. Number 2, you can discover where he really stands. Nothing gets a guy into gear like being faced with the prospect of losing a woman that he really cares about. So if you're all of a sudden not responding to him, not reaching out to him, he's automatically gonna start to wonder, is she moving on? Am I losing her? And then that's gonna trigger thoughts of, oh my gosh, maybe this breakup was a mistake. Maybe I messed up. I let go of a really good girl. And those thoughts are just gonna be automatic. Does the no contact rule work on everyone? If a guy is afraid of losing you, and if he does still have strong feelings for you, but the breakup just happened for, any number of reasons, then yes, there's a really good chance that it will work and you will get him back. Number 3, it'll give you perspective. When feelings are involved, it can be really difficult to be objective and to see things clearly. With a little bit of space, and once you step back and you're outside of the situation, you can really see what went wrong. And the rule of thumb when it comes to getting back with an ex is if it didn't work, it won't work unless something changes. And change takes time and change takes clarity, because you have to realize what it is that needs to change if you're gonna go about the process of making these changes. So when breakups happen, there usually is a surface reason, like, oh, we broke up because we wanted different things. And then there's a real reason, which could be we didn't know how to communicate about our wants and we always ended up fighting about it. By stepping away and having this time away from your ex and this time to yourself, it'll give you clarity. It'll allow you to see things that you just couldn't see when your head was just being flooded with just emotions and the intensity of everything that was going on in the relationship. You didn't just break up because you had a big fight. You had a big fight because there was a lot happening beneath the surface that you may not have even been aware of. So the point is, this just gives you the chance to figure out what that was. Number 4, it will help you get over him. Okay, I know what you're thinking, but I don't want to get over him. I want to get him back. I get that, but the only way to get him back right now is to start the process of getting over him. As they say, time heals, but as I say, it's not a passive process. It's an active process, and you need to work on moving on. Why? Because if you are so invested in getting him back and only on getting him back and you can't see any other possibility, you are gonna attach way too much of your self-worth into getting him back. And if he doesn't come back for whatever reason, then that is just gonna be even more devastating to you. And then you're gonna feel the effects of this breakup all over again. And this could cause lasting damage to you because you might really internalize what it means that he didn't want to get back together with you. Does it mean you're unlovable, that you're unworthy, that you're never going to have the relationship that you want? You need to get to a place where you'll be okay getting back together with him. And if you're watching this video, you obviously want to get back together with him, and I fully understand that that's your goal here, but you need to be okay if that doesn't happen. You can't see it as, if I don't get him back, I will cease to exist. I will just drop dead right now, because not getting him back is not an option. That is a horrible, unhealthy, toxic mindset. That is not the place you want to be in. You need to get your head in a strong, solid, healthy place. Also, you may discover things that surprise you. You may discover that, I don't know if I want to be with someone like him. I don't think he treated me that well in the relationship. I actually don't think that we're that compatible. Once you step away from the whirlwind and the intensity and the drama of it all, you might see things that surprise you. So that's why it's important to focus on moving on rather than getting him back. If you have any questions about anything I've said so far, ask away in the comment section. I will answer you as soon as I get a chance. Number 6. It will make him wonder. If he's not hearing from you and you're not responding to him, he's gonna wonder why. And his mind is gonna go to the darkest places, because that's what the human mind does. We always assume the worst. He's gonna think, oh my gosh, she already found someone new. I can't believe she found someone new. Or she's moving on. I can't believe she's moving on. I mean, I'm still hurting. I'm still thinking about her and she's totally moved on. That's where his head is gonna go. Then he's gonna start thinking about everything that made you so great and all the reasons why he liked you, and he's probably gonna start regretting his decision, and it's just gonna make him want you even more. When you're not there, he's just gonna create his own narrative and fill in the blanks and probably imagine the worst case scenario, because that's what people tend to do in these situations. We never know the true value of something until we don't have it anymore. So when you follow the no contact rule and you are just not there anymore, he is gonna come to value you and appreciate you even more than he did when he was actually with you. Number 7, you avoid the endless on again, off again cycle. We all know someone who is in this kind of relationship. It's been months or it's been years, and they're back together and they break up, and they back together and they break up, and on it goes. The reason this happens is because they did not follow the no contact rule. Instead, they break up because it's a bad relationship, they have all kinds of problems. Then they miss each other and someone reaches out and they think, oh, what's the harm? Let's just meet up for a drink, no big deal, whatever. Then they're like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to be with this person and I don't want to start again with going out in the dating pool and dating someone new, and this is nice and this is comfortable and this is easy. Yeah, let's just get back together. But none of the problems have been solved. Neither of them has worked on themselves at all. So they break up again. And then a few days go by and they're lonely and they call each other, and then it goes on and on and on. This is so unhealthy. This is such a waste of time, and you could spend years of your life doing this. And you just don't stop to think. You just say, oh, I'm just gonna follow my heart. That's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to follow our heart. So you follow your heart back to this guy over and over again, and you get nowhere, and then 5 years go by and you're still standing in the same exact spot that you were, and who has that time to waste? Nobody. You need a clean break, you need to process, you need to move on, you need to get back to yourself, you need clarity, and you will not get there by seeing him, then not seeing him, and seeing him, and getting back together and breaking up. This is such a toxic, unhealthy pattern So if that's what you're doing, I need you to stop right now, clean break, no contact for at least 3 weeks. Number 8, it gives you the chance to put your life back together. This happens to almost everyone in a relationship. It's inevitable that certain things that filled us up before tend to fall by the wayside. We don't have as much time for friends. We don't have as much time for our hobbies. We just don't have the same full, well-rounded life that we did before. Because before, we outsourced the task of feeling good about ourselves and feeling loved and feeling fulfilled and having meaning in our life in all different areas because, you're single. But once you have someone else, you kind of tend to lean on him a little too heavily. And it's almost natural that certain other things fall by the wayside. Just because it's natural, it happens to a lot of people, doesn't mean it's the healthiest thing. So chances are you're missing a lot of pieces of yourself. Chances are you let a lot of things slip away that used to make you feel really good about yourself. So it's time to focus on rebuilding your life and getting back to that place where you just felt really good on your own. Essentially, you need to spend time working on the relationship with yourself before you focus on rebuilding the relationship with him. Number 9, you need to remember that you can live without him. Relationships can create a certain degree of emotional dependency, and this varies in severity. But if you were very emotionally dependent on him, so much so that losing him almost felt like losing a part of yourself, almost felt like you amputated a limb, then you were way too dependent on him, and you really need to get back to yourself and learn how to love yourself and learn how to fill yourself up emotionally and not get that from someone else. And honestly, you won't know that you can live without him until you actually live without him. And it's really empowering to be able to get back to yourself and feel good about yourself outside of this relationship. Being independent, confident, and self-reliant is super sexy, and chances are your ex probably hasn't seen this side of you in a while. So once you get to that place, he'll notice. Even if you're not in his life, somehow guys just have a radar for this kind of thing, and he'll know. And it will make him see you in a different light. It'll make him realize, wow, she really is a great woman, and wow, I really shouldn't have let her slip away. Number 10, it gives him the space to miss you. The main reason why the no contact rule works is because it gives him the space to miss you. He can only experience the pain of your absence if you are absent. That's why it is so important to keep yourself away. And I keep emphasizing this because so many women fall into this trap, and I'm not judging because I've made the same mistakes in the past. When your ex calls, you just can't help but sprint over as fast as possible because you're dying to see him, you miss him, he's all you're thinking about. But that is not the way to get him back. And I really hope that as we've gone through this video, you can see that clearly. Really, the no contact rule is about you. It's about reconnecting to yourself. But as a byproduct, it will make him miss you. It will make him think about you more and reconsider, whether he wants to be in a relationship with you. And more likely, he'll be leaning towards yes. We also all have a tendency to idealize the past and romanticize the things that we don't have anymore. So when you're not there, he's just gonna see you in that light and will probably forget about all the bad things that led to the end of the relationship. But important point to mention here is you're probably gonna do the same thing. Once you're away from him, you're probably gonna start idolizing things, and that's also a trap. You really have to look at things from a realistic lens. If you're liking this video so far, please give me a like, please subscribe to this channel, ring the bell to turn on notifications, and please leave me a comment letting me know what you think, and if you have any questions, please ask away. When a relationship ends, all the reasons that it ended are still there. They don't just magically, repair themselves because you miss each other and you still love each other. Love isn't always enough. We have to work on ourselves. We have to work on our issues, because if you don't, then they're always going to be there. They're not just going to go away. And you need to decide, are these issues that I can live with or not? If I can just deal with it and these problems aren't so big that I just can't handle it and I just can't be in a relationship, then that's fine. But then you can't make problems over it anymore. You have to say, okay, I just accept this is what it is, and that's it. But if it's something you can't handle, then you really need to ask yourself why you want to be in a relationship like this. Going through the same cycle of making up and breaking up and making up can go on for years, and you really don't want that for yourself. I've seen many people in that situation. It usually never ends well. There's rarely a happily ever after at the end of this long, agonizing, torturous road of getting back together and breaking up, and you don't want that for yourself. Having a no contact period gives you perspective, it gives you clarity, and these two things give you power. They give you the power to choose if this is the person that you truly want to be with or not. Maybe you and your ex will be together, maybe not, but no matter what, if you follow the no contact rule and you do it right, it will put you in a much better headspace. It'll put you in a better place either to get back together with him and have a happy, healthy relationship, or to move on to someone else who is better suited for you. So either way, it's a win. For more on this topic, you can see the full article on why the no contact rule always works. The link is in the description box. For more relationship advice, check out anewmode.com and other videos on this channel, and I will see you next time.